Enter the world of biblical humanities, where an enriching symphony for the mind, heart, and soul plays at the crossroads of the Bible and the humanities. Greetings, I'm Jessie Lee from the HuBIL Centre in South Korea. Today, we'll explore the journey to inner maturity as depicted in Demian, by Hermann Hesse. Regarded as a cornerstone of the coming-of-age novel genre, this work poignantly portrays the myriad facets of the protagonist Sinclair's quest for inner growth. He conforms by lying to fit in with peers, faces consequences, seeks guidance from a friend or mentor, falls into debauchery, and ultimately finds redemption, setting out on a path to discover his true self. Through an unfortunate encounter with Franz Kromer, Demian learns firsthand how the fear of others can ensnare the soul. While Demian's intervention leads to his separation from Kromer, his revolutionary ideas profoundly impact Sinclair, unveiling a new reality that reconciles light and darkness. However, this revelation doesn't immediately alter Sinclair's life trajectory. Following a period of confusion, he ventures off course only to rediscover himself, embarking on a journey of self-exploration and forging his own path. The core theme of the entire narrative revolves around the journey of self-discovery. For Sinclair, this transformative journey initiates during his clash with Franz Kromer, upon returning home one day. His father scolds him for his wet shoes, an incident seemingly insignificant to Sinclair but profoundly symbolic. Unaware of its connection to Kromer, this moment marks the first crack in my father's dignity, as Sinclair reflects. It catalyzes his realization that to authentically embrace himself, he must dismantle the foundational pillars of his upbringing. This pivotal moment compels him to seek nourishment in unfamiliar territory, planting his roots in a foreign environment. Sinclair describes this as the first bitter death in his life, the first of many steps in his quest for self-discovery. Afterward, Sinclair encounters his mentors, Demian, Pistorius, and Lady Eva, and begins the journey towards self-realization. However, the forces propelling him forward and pulling him away all originate from the other world. These forces are inherently revolutionary, perpetually disrupting the tranquility he once knew and often met with fear, coercion, or regret. Demian, as the emissary of this realm, emphasizes that straying from one's true self is a sin. He stresses the importance of delving deep within oneself, likening it to a turtle withdrawing into its shell. When Sinclair severed ties with Kromer, he should have sought guidance from Demian and pursued genuine independence. Yet, he hesitated, recognizing that Demian, with his probing and admonitions, would demand more from him than his parents ever did. Instead, he opted for the comfort of his parents' embrace. As Demian, Pistorius, and Mrs. Eva consistently highlight, the journey to self-discovery is inherently challenging, akin to the struggle of a bird breaking free from its egg. Paradoxically, the path that many attempt to pursue becomes the most repugnant in this world. Consequently, the young, oblivious to this reality, indulge in momentary pleasures, while the elderly, fearing the call to embrace true responsibilities and adhere to their authentic path, seek solace in notions of freedom and happiness that elude them. Nevertheless, there exists no alternative. Each individual must forge their own path, pursue their own aspirations, and remain steadfast in their pursuit, as it is their destiny. In this story, Hesse vividly illustrates Sinclair's journey of self-discovery, yet he emphasizes in his preface that this quest is universal to all humanity. He asserts, every human life is a path to oneself, an endeavor to tread that path, a glimpse of the solitary road. No one has ever fully realized their true self. Nonetheless, everyone strives to do so. Thus, the narrative of each individual holds significance, grandeur, perpetuity, and uniqueness. If, through life's odyssey, one grasps the essence of natural will, it is a marvel deserving of attention. Hesse goes as far as to proclaim, the Savior is crucified, for each of us, denouncing the tragic loss of noble lives to the atrocities of warfare. Sinclair's profound observation on the battlefield unveils a shared yearning for renewal among young men. He discerns in their countenances a beautiful, dignified imprint of love and death, contrasting starkly with the mark of Cain, borne by himself, Demian, and their peers. As he serves alongside them and witnesses their evolution, Sinclair acknowledges his underestimation. He perceives the emergence of something akin to a new human nature in these individuals who courageously confront the dictates of destiny. Finding kinship with them, he realizes they too are akin to colossal birds, struggling to break free from their shell of existence. The journey of self-affirmation, once perceived as the esoteric domain of those initiated into the realm of thought through Demian, now extends its invitation to all humanity. Aligned with this perspective is the unequivocal teaching of the Bible. When God created the heavens and the earth and fashioned humanity, he uniquely crafted each individual to be a singular presence in the world. In a mysterious manner known only to him, he formed every one of the hundreds of billions of people who have ever walked the earth, endowing each with distinct characteristics, appearances, and qualities. Unfortunately, within Christian circles, this aspect of our individual uniqueness has often been overshadowed. While certain endeavors such as worship and church service have received emphasis, there has been a lesser focus on assisting believers in recognizing, nurturing, and leveraging their unique qualities and distinct attributes. Furthermore, as Hesse observed, it is regrettable that while the Bible unequivocally states that Jesus Christ loved each one of us enough to lay down his life, many fail to acknowledge this personal love and its transformative potential. Allow me to cite Galatians chapter 2 verse 20. I have been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself up for me. The individual who made this proclamation was the Apostle Paul, a Jewish rabbi initially fervent in his persecution of the early church. However, his life underwent a profound transformation upon encountering the risen Jesus face to face, leading him to dedicate his life to proclaiming the story of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. He confessed that Jesus loved him so profoundly that he sacrificed his own body on the cross to redeem him. Additionally, the Apostle John, author of the Gospel of John in the New Testament, uniquely identifies himself as the disciple whom Jesus loved. While his confession likely did not imply exclusive love from Jesus, it underscores the significance of Jesus' love for all believers. Notice the new commandment Jesus imparted to him and his disciples in John's account. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Jesus' paramount commandment is to love one another. And the pinnacle of this love is exemplified in Jesus' assertion that he loved each and every one of his disciples. Thus, when the Apostle John proclaims that Jesus has singled him out for his personal love, he is affirming that he has personally embraced and experienced this love. Jesus affirms this conviction by drawing him close to his bosom. Had the other apostles also referred to themselves as Jesus' beloved disciple, John would have neither objected nor been perturbed. Indeed, he might have wondered why they did not do so. It is imperative that we rediscover the principle that the Lord has fashioned each of us uniquely and has treated us accordingly. Just as John identified himself as the disciple whom Jesus loved. The central theme of Demian, asserting that it is our destiny to embrace our true selves, should be deeply ingrained in the spiritual journey of each individual. We must seek to discover our authenticity through a personal relationship with Jesus and bask in his love in a manner that is both unique and intimate. Thank you for embarking on the exploration of inner maturity depicted in Hermann Hesse's Demian. I trust it has been enriching for you. Until next time.